Control or confidence?
Woof.
Do you know which one's running your life?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's the power play of the Emperor.
That is.
This card is where structure meets strength. The moment you stop reacting to life and the moment you start leading it.
Yeah.
And that's who we're talking about today, the Emperor.
The Emperor is at number 4.
Yes.
In the tarot deck. So, I got this new deck. I've been dying to share it. So, this is our contemporary, the Rider-Waite
Oh, here's the bigger
pictures.
with the
Oh,
bigger
here, a
picture
bigger
that
one.
you see.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we
still
got
Rider-Waite.
these here. Now, let me show you this deck. And I'm going to do a pitch for it because I freaking love this deck. This is the horror deck.
Horror.
Horror.
Not
The
horror.
horror deck. And I got it off the TikTok shop for $1.75. I think the shipping was like $5.99, but oh my gosh, this deck is freaking phenomenal.
It's gorgeous.
So I used this one, because I wanted to see how close to, because it's clear, it's traditional tarot, but it doesn't have the same images as a traditional tarot that I think of, a traditional tarot. So I wanted to see before I went to the traditional and I printed my pages, what it was that I saw in this card if I were to be the reader and read this for someone.
Okay.
So what I came up with was just strong confidence. A very masculine energy, but it was dark and eerie, kind of like a don't mess with me. So old and wise, certainly decorated, because if you look, he's like all tatted, and even like his body armor, I don't know if that's armor, but it's very, there's messages in there. There's, tattooing or some kind of decorations on his whole being. He has kind of like the skull looking thing in his crown. So, and I kind of like, it was kind of like he's looking at, like he's contemplating his next move.
Okay.
Like using himself. He's not quick to think or move or judge.
Okay.
But judge came out of there too. He's not like one to judge because he's so confident and strong in himself. So yeah, that's what I got for him. How about
Okay.
you?
I didn't look at it. I just do the research.
Okay.
Well, we do know he's the father in the divine masculine.
Yep.
Astrologically, he's the Aries,
Yep.
ruled by Mars, which means action, leadership, and assertive energy.
I get that.
Yeah. And, well, the 4,
Yeah.
which is structure, stability, foundation, and control. And if you think about a 4, it forms a square. You got the 4 sides.
Yep.
Which is solid, dependable, and enduring.
Yep. And I also got authoritative,
Yeah.
like from the 4 there. And then, so for the traditional, in the upright position, authority, discipline, focus. That's another one too. Strength, determination, stability, and structure.
Yeah.
Is that what you got?
Yeah. It represents the principle of structure and control. He builds empires from ideas, creating order from chaos. He asks you to take responsibility, to claim authority over your own life, and to lead with reason rather than impulse. So like in the reading, it'll represent like a father figure, paternal influence, a boss, leader, governmental authority, the need to establish structure, boundaries, or discipline, and the act of taking charge. Oh, hello.
Hi. My phone jumped.
It was the picture falling off
Oh,
of the...
well, let's not let those things fall.
Okay.
So in the reverse, I got tyrant, overbearing, controlling, stubborn, and reckless. We may or may not all know a masculine in that character
Yeah, this was
form.
domineering, controlling, like a disciplined, rigid, stubborn tyrant, and recklessness.
Mm-hmm.
And then here it's like his strength turns oppressive, his control becomes domination,
Mm-hmm.
his protection becomes smothering. It may warn of an authority figure who abuses their power, your own need to release control and trust others.
Okay.
It could be that you're struggling with an authority or a father figure. You're having difficulty maintaining discipline or order, or you're feeling powerless or overly controlled,
Mm-hmm.
or a rebellion against structure or masculine influence.
Yep. Totally. So in on this one, which I really like, they gave me kind of a breakdown of the actual card. With it's got ram's heads, it's got an Ankh scepter,
Mhm.
scepter. The mountains in the background. He's sitting on a stone throne. He has red clothing on. There's an orb. This is the kingdom that rules. Oh, kingdom he rules over. Where do you see an orb in there?
No.
He's got a long beard.
Yeah, I've got the breakdown of the
And
imagery.
the river. So the river suggests that he has emotions, but he's not ruled by them.
Mm-hmm.
I still have yet to see an orb in there.
Same. Oh, in his hand, he's holding it.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Okay.
Good call.
Next, the throne of stone is permanent stability, authority. It suggests unyielding power and groundedness.
Mm-hmm.
The ram's head on the throne is a direct reference to Aries,
Okay.
determination, leadership, and the will to conquer. The armor beneath his robes, even though he's dressed regally, the emperor is always ready for battle, protection, vigilance, and experience gained through conflict.
Mm-hmm.
The red robe is the color of passion, vitality, and drive. And it's like Mars energy made manifest.
Okay.
The long white beard denotes wisdom gained from time and experience. Not just raw authority, but earned power. The golden crown is mastery of the material world and worldly leadership. The scepter with the Ankh on top is the Egyptian symbol of life and domination, showing rulership over both the physical and spiritual realms. The mountains in the background are ambition and endurance, and often the often lonely height of leadership.
Mm-hmm.
It's lonely at the top.
Yeah. That's good.
And then the river, as you said, emotion is present but contained. He rules with logic, not sentiment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, that if the card comes up in a yes or no reading, it usually represents yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, and he's fire, because Aries.
Now there was something I read. Oh, here we go. So in a reading, some of the prompts that you can maybe he'll come up, and when you ask like, where in my life do I need more structure and discipline?
Mm-hmm.
What does healthy leadership look like? How can I create safety and stability for myself and others? What role does power play in my relationships? And what is my relationship to authority?
Yeah.
And I like that because, you know, that could be, if you're in a relationship and you're not feeling confident in that relationship, I think that has, you know, like, what is my relationship to authority? So are your boundaries set? Are you ruling with emotion rather than logic and emotion?
Yeah. Well, it just makes me think too, like when you do get in relationships,
Mm-hmm.
are your partners, do they feel more like equals or do they feel like an authority figure to you?
Mm-hmm. And I think some people see that as like when they say, well, people that maybe have some father issues will get with someone who's more like the emperor, but not
But
that.
the shadow side of them.
I don't know, like someone who is not ruled by their emotions, who's not controlling, who's not authoritative, only when it's necessary. Do you know what I mean? Like, not to manipulate their authority.
You said people with father issues get with guys like that?
Sometimes. They want to kind of replace that authority figure in their life.
Yeah.
The safe, to me, like the emperor is kind of like the safe foundation, the protector, the, someone who's gonna, that you'd want to have your back in
Right.
a chaotic situation because they're able to hold their cool, but handle things if they need to. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, but
Right.
it's been my experience that people with daddy issues get with emperor in the reverse, the controlling.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. The reverse, like,
Okay.
yeah, not a good. We all want the good emperor,
Right.
Someone who's got our back and stuff. But if you have issues with father figures, then you tend to get to someone. Well, yeah, reverse.
Because those guys
That
seek
are
out women with
manipulative
father issues.
and want to be the authority figure in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like reversed. Yeah. I didn't even think of the reverse nature of it, but I was just thinking in the sense of it happening that. Yeah, that's usually how it turns out.
Yeah. So I've got on like a spiritual psychological level, he represents the mature masculine archetype.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I was making a face at the camera. I was listening though.
oh, okay. It's the conscious mind imposing structure upon the unconscious forces represented by the Empress.
Okay.
So he governs the external world while the Empress governs the internal. There's that balance.
Okay.
Together, they balance creation and order and emotion and reason.
Okay. Yeah.
And in personal growth, it's telling you to build your foundation to rule your own domain and be firm but fair. And then we got, the Emperor and Empress balance the masculine and feminine.
Okay.
You've got to watch the Aries Mars because leadership can become aggressive if you don't check it. Like that's that
Boundaries.
shadow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like control versus trust.
Yeah.
And
That's a
where,
tough one.
where do you need more structure and where might you be over controlling?
Yeah. See, and I can see that. And I guess, I don't know, I guess I would always just refer to relationships, but it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship.
Yeah, it's
even.
all the
just,
relationships.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like even at work or with your friends or,
Mm-hmm.
within family systems.
Yeah.
Especially if there are father issues.
Yeah. Or, I don't know, because for me, I mean, my dad was awesome. I mean, he was loud, and, I was 15 when he passed, so, I mean, I didn't know him in my adult life. I think it would have been way cool to know him in my adult life, because he just really was a good guy. But he was loud, when he was upset, and not that he was any kind of tyrant or anything. He was just, God, and you're like, okay, Dad's mad, let's find out why. What did I
Right.
leave out? Or, but he was not cruel or like, he was just Dad. And a lot of times he was just tired because he had 3 young kids and he worked a lot.
Mhm.
But, so I don't really have, but what I did realize in my healing and working on it is that protective nature wasn't there for all the males in my family, except for one, and that was my father-in-law. Because it was like, I always had to fight against the grain on all of that stuff. But like my father-in-law, when I gave my business back and was done dirty, he's like, I'm not working for them again. You know, that I don't know if they asked him to stay on for maintenance or whatever, but he's like, no. My daughter-in-law, no. He was the only person that did that.
Okay.
So, but like the other males in my life, I didn't feel protected me and kept me safe.
Right.
Or I don't want to say I didn't grow up with a lot of manipulation, at least not that I knew of.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't have that it was just more of a being seen and not heard, or just not being seen.
Mm-hmm.
So when I needed a backup, I needed that. To me, it was the male figure, the masculine energy to protect me. It was never there.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm drawn to the Emperor, because I crave that balance, healthy Emperor energy.
Yeah.
And I possess it. I don't want that to be my primary. You
Right.
know, like, I want to be in my Empress energy. But, sometimes when you're taught otherwise, that's part of me being in my Emperor energy.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say the Emperor, because, whew, I have trouble regulating my emotions.
Yeah.
So,
And two, it got me to thinking, because like my dad wasn't around,
right.
and all of my stepdads were pansies. Mom was the man of the house.
Yeah.
And so as far as like a father figure goes, I don't know what that looks like. And I used to try to control it with my son, because like he wasn't around either. It's like, who are you to come in here and tell me how to do things? Like, you got no say. You're not
Right.
here.
You were the donor.
But with my grandkids, their dad will do something. I'll be like, oh, be damned. But I'm like, no. Like, I have to shut up and let him be their dad, because I don't know what a dad's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I've learned that Emperor energy, or what dads do.
Yeah.
And I got two older brothers, and you wouldn't know it, because like one,
Yeah.
we've never had anything to do with each other. Well, neither of us really have, until just the last couple of years, when I really started talking to my brother I grew up with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never had that protective
Yeah.
male,
I mean,
whatever.
So my dad, he did have that. He was pretty good with Emperor energy. I remember the guy across the street was a pretty bad alcoholic, and he stayed with the lady across the street who my dad was friends with. He was 20 years older than her. It was more like a dad figure to her.
Mm-hmm.
And good old boy was over there drinking and carrying on, and my dad was 52, I think, at that time, because he had just had cataract surgery on his eyes. So he wasn't supposed to exert himself. He was supposed to wear his glasses and not exert himself. And good old boy across the street decides today's a good day to throw a 2x4 through her picture window.
Oh, shit.
And start cussing, and she's like getting ready to go over there, and my dad's like, don't. And he went over there and he put the guy in his place, and there was not a bloodshed or anything. My dad was an authoritative figure, so he went over there and said, listen, enough is enough. And I don't know, I don't think the cops came or anything, but and then of course they boarded up the window or whatever. But I mean, so he was that presence.
Mm-hmm.
I just never got to experience it for myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
There wasn't any situations where, well, I guess there was, though, when I was in kindergarten.
Well, but two, in talking to my brother I grew up with, in this stuff that he's going through,
Mm-hmm.
the way he has gone overboard with the protecting of his wife. But before that, his protection was providing.
Yeah.
As long as she's got a safe home and her car is safe, and oh no, she's not going to drive that car, that's not safe. Like, I
Right.
wouldn't be protecting her if I put her in a junker.
Right.
Like, so he's very protective of her, but not in a way that we think of as protections.
Right.
His comes in the form of providing.
Yep.
That way she doesn't have to put herself in precarious situations.
Right.
So in that way, your father provided for y'all because he
Yeah.
worked his ass off, and
Yeah.
that was a form of his protection.
Right. And I got that, you know, and even when I think I was either kindergarten or first grade, and somebody did something to me at the school, and my dad went down and raised hell. So, I mean, those kind of things. But like later on, as I was, you know, after my dad had passed, and it was a tough time because it was 3 young kids, basically on our own for a couple years. Our house was the party house. We didn't get, and I talked a little bit about this. There was no privacy ever, and those kind of things. But so there was a peeper in the neighborhood, and I don't know, I guess you could call it stalking back then. I don't know what you would want to call it, but he would let me know that he watched me, you know, like through my windows and things like that. And you would think that I would tell a couple of different people in my life that they would just go and pummelize him or something, you know? And I got laughed at, and I'm like, wow. And, you know, like, those minor, I don't know. Was it minor?
No.
Was it not minor? I don't know.
No.
But those things really set a pattern to who my emperor in my life was.
Yeah, because your safety's not important, and we're going to make fun of you for it.
Exactly.
So not only do I not feel safe, but if something does happen, I feel like I can't even talk to you.
Yeah. And so those are the kind of things, and I guess that, you know, that just toughened me up a little bit to have my own emperor energy. But I don't know. I don't know. But it definitely set a pattern
Yeah.
for my futuristics.
Yep. But we're working on healing now.
I know, right? But you know what? We're well on our way.
We
I'm
are.
so excited about my journey.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
let's see what the Cosmic See You Next Tuesday has to say about the Emperor.
All right. Spiky.
Yeah, and it says if the Empress is your space mom, the Emperor is your space dad. If we're abiding by stereotypical gender roles, in this case, we are. He's the one who puts us in the corner when we've shot our ray gun into the house. He sets boundaries. He expects us to respect them. Are you setting your own boundaries?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because I think that's one of the first. I know we talked a little bit about boundaries earlier with it, with the Emperor, but I think that's the first where it says about the importance of setting boundaries.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, because it's too, and when we were doing our videos about boundaries,
Mm-hmm.
there's a difference between boundaries and rules.
Yes.
Like, are you setting boundaries, or are you using the term boundary as a manipulation,
Right.
which would be the shadow side of the Emperor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I pulled out my little Cozy Witch deck because we do have a lot of different cards in there,
Oh.
and I really like this deck.
Do.
And she says, being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility.
It does.
The Emperor,
And this is a female on it.
yeah, in that deck, they're all female.
Oh, okay.
The Emperor has experienced a thing or two in their time, so it's not at all surprising that they have a few tips to share. They want you to know that while fun and spontaneity are essential parts of life, it can't be that way all the time. If you're thinking about doing something risky, Sit down and carefully think it over. Oh, think over every little detail. Make sure it's truly in your best interest. Because sometimes the thing we think will make us happy can cause major problems in the long run.
Hmm.
Always know your why and how before committing to anything. And then map out a backup plan or two just in case things don't go as anticipated. You'll definitely thank yourself later.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
It has a really good reverse thing too.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
It says you may feel like you have a lack of control over your life. Rest assured you have what it takes to figure it out. Kindly but firmly steer yourself back on track. As frustrating as it is, sometimes the best answer is the practical one.
Nice.
Yeah,
And I like that compass, giving directions,
right.
helping to guide you in your, that's awesome. Cool. I'm glad you dug that one out. I like that deck.
Me too. Oh, wait, because so many of the cards are different.
Mm-hmm.
See, we've got the broom, the patient witch. Like, I don't know what major arcana, the good luck charm, justice.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm excited to get to those other ones.
Woohoo! Ooh, the golden tarot.
Yeah, the Italian one.
This one always, so do you remember this deck reminds me of that guy on Ghostbusters. That big, long, white-haired guy at the movie where he was like the entity or whatever.
It's been so long since I've seen that.
This deck reminds me of that.
Okay.
I'm guessing it was some kind of a Renaissance dude in that movie, but I
Well,
could be
that's
wrong.
who
Don't
these
quote
are.
me. Don't quote me. Okay.
Okay. As a symbol of his authority, the imperial globe is prominently displayed in the palm of the emperor's hand. Heraldic devices of both families that they talk about in here
Mm-hmm.
are reflected in his robe. They say the names, including the Sforza triple rings and the Visconti crown. On his crown can be seen the Holy Roman Emperor's coat of arms, the imperial eagle, the emperor's flowing white beard, an archetype of ancient wisdom, unites with his crown, scepter, and imperial globe to create a figure that epitomizes masculine power. Upright stability, worldly power, control of one's own ego may also suggest an encounter with the law or someone in the position of authority or a promise of victory. In the reverse, it's a warning not to trust someone who's wielding power over you, lack of control, petty emotions, and failure due to an inability to focus.
Yeah. And that's a new one on the Emperor, the inability to focus.
Yeah, failure because of it,
Oh, yeah.
because he's all about logic and
Mm-hmm.
self-control.
Ooh, the enchanted one.
That's
I like
gorgeous.
that.
There is no person. It's
Mm-mm.
just the stone throne.
Mm-hmm. The Tree of Life is in there.
The
and
Eye of
pyramid.
Horus.
Yeah.
But look at those horns, I guess ram horns.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous, darling. Okay.
All right, we'll let them see it.
If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are a leader. John Adams. Our keywords are control, dominance, energy, structure, stability, rules and power, fatherhood, authority, regulations, leadership, and protection. The meaning: the emperor represents external power, strength, and presence without the need to be showy. Someone with a strong personal code of honor who would do whatever it takes to protect his family and ensure that they are provided for. This is someone whom rules, disciplines, and structure are very important and are rigorously imposed on everyone else. If you're lacking in structure and discipline, this means to take control and apply rules and regulations to areas of your life. You're being asked to look at how you use power, as it can be very easy to misuse it and force others to bend to your way of working. There is controlling out of fear and controlling out of love. Look very carefully at how you are coming across to others. Do you allow people to voice their opinions, or do you think your way is the right way? Allow others to be who they are. If something in your life is out of control, use the traits of the Emperor to regain it.
Wow.
The question to ask, if you pull it, is where in your life are you lacking rules and structure? The affirmation, I assert healthy boundaries with respect and gentleness.
Wow.
And then look at where you need to be more like the Emperor.
Yeah. And see, like, I've never heard where it talked about the controlling aspect of it.
If you're controlling out of fear?
If you, or logic or love. But I just took my glasses off and I want to see it. Do you allow people to voice their opinions, or is it your way or the highway?
Yeah.
That's, So is that the reverse? When you feel that way? Because
Well, no, it's telling you to look at that. Like, if you get this in a reading, look at the situations like the reading is talking about, and it's like, okay, in this situation, are you ruling out of, I just keep saying, well, they respect me. Well, no, they fear you. That's
Right.
different.
A difference between fear and respect.
So are you ruling out of love and earning people's respect, or are they minding you because they're scared of you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
friendships, power, job,
Yeah.
or parent.
That comes, I think that, and when you brought that, like, that part of it up, it reminds me of some parenting situations where, and I'll just say it, like, if an outside person comes in and you become like a bonus parent to their kids, or they become a bonus parent to your kids, and then have that iron fist of, I need your respect today. And your kids are like, dude, we don't even know you. Why?
Right.
What? Like, what? And then
Right.
turn around and be like, your kid needs to respect me. I'm like, what? Why? I mean, because to me, respect is earned.
Mm-hmm.
But see, at that time, I didn't have boundaries
Right.
to be that assertive or firm. Not bullying or controlling. It's just like, but that's where we didn't match. I have a different side of me that is, they're probably going to argue with that, but can't think of the word.
Can you describe it?
where you come up and you just, you're genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would never want anybody's respect out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to be respected for who I am, not what I do to you. So that's how I try to come to the table, but it's not always maybe well received, or my boundaries weren't set enough to back off that reversed Emperor energy.
Yeah. Well, I've only had one stepchild, and he didn't visit very often.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I don't really like my dad. I just come to see you. Like, you're the cool stepmom. So I didn't have a problem with that. But I've had a lot of stepdads. And I've been married 3 times. So, like, I wasn't going to do to my kid. I wasn't going to allow that to happen to my kids.
Yeah.
With the girls, because at the time, they're all I had.
Yeah.
You're who? You're what? Like, no.
Yeah.
You're not going to come in here and make my kids act a certain way.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
That's just coming in with tyrant energy. And
Right. And who are you?
Who's gonna?
Like, you're, yeah.
I mean, even my dog would be like, tyrant? please.
Yeah.
And walk in the other direction, you know, that.
Now, I'll take your suggestions and we can talk about things. And if my kids are being unruly, then we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But don't come in here and demand it. Oh, they're not going to this or that. I mean,
Yeah.
goddamn, they've been doing it their whole life.
Right. So how are you going to change it now?
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to my bonus kid because I really do miss him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you ever see it.
I came across pictures of my bonus kid the other day, and he's all grown up and has a family, and he's so cute. And he turned out good. I thought he was going to be in trouble for a minute, but he's doing good. It makes me happy.
Yeah. He's a good kid too. Anyways, so let's see. Ooh, look at our time. We're rolling today.
Nice.
Nice. So, what else do we got?
Just the closing.
Okay, so we're gonna close it up.
Okay. So, just the Emperor reminds us that control cages you, but confidence builds empires.
Yes, and that is a true statement.
Yeah.
And always walk in confidence. I know that's hard, and it's hard. You know, I don't walk in confidence every day.
But it's okay to not walk in confidence.
Yeah.
As long as your go-to isn't arrogance. I'm going to pretend I'm confident, even though I don't feel like it. It's okay to walk around like you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Confidently.
Yes. I say with full confidence, oh no.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing though. Like, just being confident in your answer is confidence. And
Right.
it puts that energy out there.
And people don't look, I mean, some people do. The ones that you don't want to have anything to do with anyway, really, don't look at you negatively for that. 9 times out of 10, you're respected for that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, well then let's walk this together.
Yeah.
Or I know, I'll teach you. Or like, there's so much to be said for authenticity.
Oh.
So much to be said for it.
That's everybody's biggest problem today.
Yeah.
Is it seems like nobody is authentic.
And if you come in with that fake confidence and act like you know everything when you know you don't, people know that. Like,
yeah. Well, it's okay. So it's like having an intelligent conversation with someone who says, like, supposedly. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you're like, wait a minute, you just ruined all of the intelligence that I thought you had.
Well, what are you trying to say pacifically?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what is the word? I think I was struggling with millennium.
Conversate.
Yeah, so I struggle with words. And I'm not sitting here saying that I'm super, like super duper everything in the whole world, but really, or if somebody blatantly says like, oh, the emperor, yeah, they have like no confidence, and you know what I mean? You're just like, what?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. That really just knocks you down a peg or two in my book, because if you don't know, tell me you don't know.
Yeah.
Don't try and act
It's
like you're
okay to
something
not
you're not.
know.
Yeah, because that's
'Cause, like,
genuine.
When I started up at the shop, I was very self-conscious because I didn't know a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so I'd have me little cheat sheets and like all kinds of
All
stuff.
over my desk.
Yeah. But then now it's like there's so many things you can't know all the things. Like you there's no way to know all the things.
Right.
And so we'll be looking on the herb wall and they'll be like, "Oh, well, what does this do?" And I'm like, "I have no idea.
Let's go find out.
Let's learn together." And then they're like, "Absolutely." And I get such a better response
Right.
with that.
So and for the most part, I think our circle are genuine.
For the most part.
Yeah. I mean, but we roll that way though.
Yeah.
So being genuine will reciprocate genuine people.
Well, and I've noticed
Mm.
the more I walk in my authentic energy, the more people I scare away. So really only the people that stick around are people that are also in their authentic energy.
Yeah.
Because they're the only ones that can deal with me.
Well,
Because they're just as wackadoo as I am. And we understand each other. I embrace my whack.
Well, I had to like really psych myself to come over and see you today because you are so difficult to just kidding.
Fine then.
You make it sound like you're difficult to get along with, but
No,
you're not,
but
no.
I'm different.
But you know what? You're authentically you.
Yeah.
And we're finding our tribe.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna fit in.
Right.
And not that we're gonna put anybody out, but your authenticness
I don't know.
is you're just gonna be
There's
transparent.
a couple of people I'd like to kick out. No, I'm
But they're not they're not in their authenticity. They're still
authentically messed up. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not
yeah
doing their healing. Yeah.
exactly. Okay, so that's the thing. It's
So
okay
I'm
to
trying
be
to-
authentically messed up
Right.
as long as you're moving forward and helping yourself on your journey.
Right.
That's where it becomes
Well, and it's
fake
okay.
and phony and
Right.
excuse after excuse and not doing it. It like
Yeah.
you're the only one that can do it. And I said this to one of my munchkins today. Like, you are the only one that can force yourself to do something you don't want to do that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can sit here all day and tell you, and I love you, and you got this.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Right. We can be there for support, and
Right.
that's what's so beautiful about
encouragement.
the group that we have now.
Yeah.
Because, like, even if we don't agree with each other's thoughts or beliefs or anything,
Yeah.
there's still that support, that honest, I want the best for you support. I
Yeah.
think you're,
Whack
but
it,
I
dude.
got
But-
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you genuinely feel. And to the other thing I was going to say about like the outside people or whatever, or if they can't handle your energy, remember everyone is looking through their own lens.
Yeah. Oh,
so they're looking at you with their feelings and emotions.
Oh, definitely. And I don't like it when, I don't like it. It doesn't bother me. Sound like somebody knock on my door?
Mhm.
Could be.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't
want
like
me
the
to move
I don't
my
like the
car.
neighbors. I like it when I'm too much for people,
Okay.
because then you know right off the bat we're not compatible. Doesn't make me bad, doesn't make them bad. We're just not compatible, so they don't deal with me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm not even tempted to act a different way or be inauthentic to try to get people to deal with me.
Well, yeah.
So
If you like me,
the
you
group
like
clears
me.
itself out.
Yeah, if you like
Yeah.
me, you like me. If you don't, okay.
I'm cool with
That's
that,
all
too.
right. I wish you the best. And genuinely, I wish you the best.
Absolutely.
But if it's just not it, it's not it. And I mean, I don't like growing up being a people pleaser.
Right.
Being friends with people that you just don't even. And I'm a big character. Like, that's one thing that I've pounded since I was an adult. It's like, the only thing you have is your character.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can take that from you.
Nope.
Nobody can change your character. Nobody can take it from you. That is the only thing you have. And I am a big fan of character.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have the right, like, if your character doesn't, then yeah, I'm not going to give you more than anything. You know, like I would give someone passing by on the street
Yeah.
a wave and a smile and a genuine hello. But after that, if your character ain't there,
Right.
I've dealt with that too much in
Yeah.
my adult life with characters.
And like, especially like for us people pleasers, like we've spent the majority of our life changing ourselves in every conceivable and some inconceivable ways
Yeah.
to get other people to like us.
Like quantity over quality.
I would just
That's the
deal
way
with
I
one or
look at
two.
it.
Like, I just want these core family members not to hate my guts, you
Yeah.
know. But even with me bending over backwards to be who they said they wanted me to be, they still
wasn't
didn't
enough.
like me.
Yeah, it still wasn't enough.
Right.
And
So,
those are those
yeah.
people.
So now I am who I am.
Yep.
And
You're
if you don't like
wonderful.
me, that's fantastic. That means I don't have to deal with you.
It means I don't have to let you down gently or
Yeah,
push
I don't
you
have to
off
worry
the
about
cliff.
hurting your feelings.
or
Right.
just push you off the cliff. No, we wouldn't do that.
No.
All right. Well, we will be back next week with.
I have no idea.
Ooh,
I
What
can't.
is number 5?
No. The Hierophant.
Oh yeah.
That'll be a
yeah.
good one. That's a lot right there, yeah.
That might be a long
It might be. There's a whole lot to the Hierophant.
marathon. Yeah. So plan on a big one Wednesday when we come back.
Definitely.
Check us out on UBTV, the fake book,
The fake book?
Instagram attitude.
We're not on that one.
Well, yeah, we are because my feed comes on and it pops our video right up on my feed. And I
Oh,
was
does
like,
it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The more the merrier, peoples.
Right?
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. As always,
Right.
like, share, comment.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.